The year of the snake in 2025 was a year of release, right? Of shedding the old skin, the old wounds, peeling it off, letting it die, letting some relationships die quietly, letting the energy, giving the energy its space to move. It was the year of the snake was a time to sit in the shadows, to sit in introspection, to sit in the cave. And I know a lot of you who have been doing this, and I did this perfectly. Well, I mean, there was nothing perfect about the year of the snake, because it was all coming up to the surface, and there's still a lot coming up to the surface. But jump to the year of the horse, which is right now, February 17, 2026 is the beginning of this. This is all about movement, momentum, change. It's all we're not hiding anymore. We're not hiding in our cave anymore. The fire horse. I mean, there's 5 elements in each of the animals. The fact that the fire comes with the horse, those are 2 very wild, if you can think about that, right? This is a movement energy. This is we're not sitting anymore energy. And if you think about it, this is not like waiting for permission or waiting for validation anymore or approval. This is just going for it. And if we look at the Western Zodiac, if you look at all the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, these 3 signs, there is no sitting around. Although I'm Leo, Sagittarius, there's no sitting around. And these are impulsive signs, spontaneous. They roar, or they travel, or they move into, they impulsively open businesses, or this is that kind of energy. In this year of the horse, the fixed signs, which is still Leo, by the way, which is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and I always forget this. Aquarius. Okay. These 4 signs are gonna be in full resistance mode, because they're fixed is like you're more grounded, right? So change is a little bit more challenging, just a little bit more challenging, a little bit more triggering, let's say, for the fixed signs. Water signs are going to have a ride of their life, let me tell you, right? Like, think about it. Fire, water puts out the fire for sure, but the fire is like going to force a lot of change in water signs. There's going to be a lot of emotional breakthroughs for the water sign. It's it's all done. It's all an evolutionary process in the end, right? So water signs would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So if you're a fixed sign, you're like everything. It's all good though. Don't let's not attach too much to these things. We're just having fun here, right? So before I get into talking more about the fire horse, I want to do the evolution arc so we understand this, right? So if we do like the year of the snake, and then we go into the year of the horse, and we could see how this evolution is going to happen. Right? So the year of the snake, like I said, it's like this release of trauma. A lot of people cut cords. A lot of people had silent realizations. We had like these moments where we were in our cave and we're like, I don't know how many times I did a moment in this past year. Sometimes I shared it with you, and sometimes most of the time I didn't. I just shared it with my phone so Big Brother could hear me. But otherwise, or I wrote it in a journal. It's just like this. The year of the snake felt to me like an emotional detox. right? Because we were more silent, the snake is silently slithers into the tall grass, right? he's not like I'm a lion, hear me roar kind of energy. Like us too, as soon as the energy emerges, we see it, we feel it, and then we shed it, right? We have to move through these energies. It's not like the snake came around and was like, oh, let's just shed. No, we went through it. In the grass and in the water and on the mountains, we went everywhere, right? We really went everywhere with these emotions. And a lot of us have not fully moved through these emotions, and that's okay, right? But the thing is, with the horse, the only thing with the horse is that if some of you avoided the shedding in 2025, the horse will drag you. That is the difference. Like the year of the snake gave you that year to, okay, let's just face these mirrors, just face these things and these energies, right? Sit where you can, go in the nature, go in wherever you want, but this has to come up. The horse the horse we know is a compassionate animal, of course, but the fire horse is all about speed. It's all about movement. So he's not sitting with you like the snake did. He's like, we're going, right? So this I'm going to talk about this a little later, because that could be there. It's here where you're going to see that there's going to be a little bit of resistance, and some of the animals here are going to have a harder time, right, moving through this year. But there's a lot of good too coming, right? So now we jump into the horse, the year of the horse, right? We've all done all what we needed to do with the snake, and now we move into the year of the horse. And this is like where the snake was more private and more secluded, the horse is more public, more recognition, more hello, I'm here kind of energy. So that's going to be to me, it's like a polarity, right there, because everything is in, and this is like, oh. So like a lot of bold decisions are going to be made this year, from you, from people around you, from other external forces, perhaps. You're going to feel a lot more this, and you're going to feel more what is it, like diving into, like taking risks. Like you're going to feel that momentum. You're going to be like, oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'm doing this kind of thing, energy, right? The horse is going to be like, yeah, let's do this. The horse is not going to let you go into your cocoon anymore. So with this fire horse being movement, right? Every time I think of a horse, I think of chariot energy as well. Like, okay, let's move, let's go. Like, what does moving mean? Moving home, moving to a new country, moving to a new city, changing where you are living right now, like changing things up, travel, relocation, exactly, all of that. Moving because your career, there's a career opportunity in another country. So you're like, okay, this is the year that once you bring it up to the surface, the fire horse energy is going to like push you. It's not going to make you question. So that's a kind of interesting year for a lot of us. And yeah, with that comes this need to, open new businesses, open new communities, open new centers, open this desire to share what you've been through, maybe creating a YouTube channel, like whatever it is, like, and the fire horse is gonna, of course, encourage you. But the fire horse also brings impulsive choices, which is kind of a good thing, because I kind of like the idea of stop overthinking, right? Like just put you into spontaneity mode. Like yes. It's like a yes year. Let's do it. Okay. And the consequences we'll deal with after. So that's kind of a beautiful thing. This is not a quiet year. I'm not seeing, I don't see this as This is a very visible year. This is like a look at me year, or look at us year, or let's just, let's make these dreams come true kind of year, which is beautiful, but it could be tiring too. So let's go. I'm going to continue. I've written things down because, I am a tarot reader and not a Chinese astrologer. So the fire horse energy, the gifts of it. I'm going to talk gifts and wild cards. Gifts are, the amazing things the gifts that it's bringing this year. And the wild cards are like the reverse of tarot, let's say, right? So the gifts this year is going to bring magnetism, charisma. You're gonna start to feel a little bit more like like outgoing. You're going to feel like maybe, like if I just related to myself, last year I was indoors, people. I had no desire to go outside. Even in the summertime, I had no desire to mingle with people. I had no desire. And so perhaps this year is the total polar opposite. It's going to be like party time or whatever it is, right? It's just the energy. Anyways, you don't have to follow and abide by the energy. It's just you're going to feel it around you in your life. There's obviously with that comes confidence, right? And there's going to be a lot of creative breakthroughs, a lot of relationship breakthroughs. Like breakthrough feels like every time I see a fire, I just picture the fire horse in my head. I picture a black stallion with fire on his mane, running through the fields or a desert. That's how I can imagine it. So yeah, and there's and I don't see him stopping for the whole year. So he's gonna probably travel the whole world, because I don't see maybe stopping to drink water and boom, out again. That's the year. We're getting ready to lift off. And the thing is that there's no stopping. That's the thing. So it's kind of for someone who leads a very quiet life, who's very reserved, might see this fire horse as danger, like this. Oh my God, no. But it's not gonna, ultimately you're the human, you're the avatar in this movie, and you choose your way, right? So the thing with this fire horse feels like career leaps, if you've been working or school, recognition at school or recognition of the job you've been doing, all the hard work you've been putting in YouTube, it's going to be recognized, things are going to you're going to feel, I was going to say feel at ease, but you're going to be put in the spotlight, perhaps some of you. That's the momentum. That's momentum. If you're artists, maybe you're actors, or you're going to win awards, or musicians, there's this kind of energy showing up here for the fire horse. There's obviously physical vitality, makes a lot of sense here because the horse is a physical animal. Very muscular, so there's a lot of that energy showing up that perhaps there's going to be more people running alongside the horse, and the horse will be running with you, whatever that is, what else is there? Less sedentary weight kind of energy, more active, walking, running, whatever, doing things, I can't even think of cycling, active. And with fire always comes sensuality, right? So that is going to be opening up the chemistry, the sensual chemistry coming up, romantic, but more sensuality, which is beautiful because the snake revived the sensuality, right? It's like the Kundalini was awakening that was the purpose of the snake. It was awakening your sensuality, your confidence, your love of body, your love of self. And the horse is okay, now you got that, let's go. Let's go show yourself to the world. And regardless of what you think of yourself or how you perceive yourself or whatever, it's just this your magnetism is on a high. I mean, freaking awesome, amazing. And then freedom. I mean, for me, I just equate horse with freedom. So whatever that means for you, right? For me, freedom to, speak, freedom to be me, freedom to be transparent, freedom to, whatever that is for you, that is what that is. And it's amazing to me. Now the wild card of the horse energy. Of course, there's always like a polarity, right? The wild card is that you might be too overconfident, right? You might, ego comes up a lot with the horse, right? When you are too passionate and too powerful kind of thing, your ego is like, yeah, baby, let's do this. And there could be a lot of ego clashes. And that could be challenging if you think about it in this world setting. So where the fire horse is encouraging us to do, be, like rise up, like, awaken, rise up against or whatever, or for, or whatever it is. There's also that ego, elitist, let's say ego, like coming in and saying, oh, feeling threatened. So that could be an interesting blow up this year. I can't wait to see that. Anyways, with this impulsivity comes like also burnouts. You're burning your bridges too fast. You're hitting a wall. That could happen too, because you're like, move, and then people get addicted to movement, right? But at one point, the universe is like, yo, you gotta, like, that's why we have to find a balance here. And the restlessness, 100,000%. Oh, wow, this is a big one for me. So conflict from brutal honesty. So, because the more your movement, momentum you have, it's harder to stop. So, I'll talk about this in an ego. I'm going to do an ego video soon. You can watch that. So, starting too much, finishing too little. Yeah. So that, again, if you're in a momentum, you're starting this, starting that, doing this, and moving here, going everywhere. And then after, you're not doing anything, right? So this is just something we have to be careful of. Just be, we're all adults here. We have to just be very aware of like the choices we make. Like in the horse reading, I talk about choosing a lane and then staying in that lane and running with that lane. So, which is horse energy, right? It's the same idea. If we choose 10 lanes and we run, we'll never make it, right? We'll just tire ourselves out. And there's emotional volatility, which makes sense in fire, because again, fire, if you think Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, they are like, they're the starters and they're like so excited. Like if you think about, so excited to start a project, to share their dreams or go do this, go travel. And then they get tired at one point and they're like, oh, because they put so much energy in that beginning, right? So think about that a little. So, we're not here to, we don't want to, like, how can I say this? We don't want to like exterminate the fire, we don't want to tame it. We need to just learn to ride it. That's the key here. So, like fire, the fire horse is not, it's not seeking validation. You're moving into an energy that is pushing you to your next step, to your next project, to your next relationship. And there's no slowing down. So just learn how to slow down in this as well, because you don't always have to follow his blazing trail all the time. It's for me, I feel like it's what I'm getting out of this: run to what scares you the most, right? Like, let's just go for it. There's no place to hide in the year of the horse. fire horse. It's time to leap. It's time to jump. It's time to go. So I'm going to pull a overall energy just to get, you know, the feeling. I've already talked to you a little bit about it, but let's just pull what tarot has to provide for us here. Wow, that's a nice card to get. The Four of Wands. Aries energy. Hilarious. The Four of Wands is celebration, victory, marriage, you know, enjoying life. The foundation is already set, and now it's time to live a little, right? It's kind of the same idea. It's time to stop trying so hard to establish a career, to get a husband or wife or girlfriend or boyfriend. We're always trying. Like, enough. The Four of Wands, like, okay, if it's gonna come, it's gonna come. Trust that. You've already established, the pillars are already set in place. The Four of Wands, enjoying life. So celebrating the little wins as much as the big wins. That's nice. Me gusta. Like that. And at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords, which is you in that year of the snake saying, oh my God, no, but I have so much to deal with. I don't know, maybe it's not the right time. Maybe I'm not going to listen to the year of the horse. I don't want to do anything else. And this is that. And the Four of Wands, like, absolutely not, dudes. Like, what are you doing? We're here. We're ready. We're ready to fly. We're here. We're galloping. You know, we're not trotting. We're not like standing. We're going. Are you coming? That's the reading. All right. So in the next part is your animal. We'll get it in there. We'll get into that, obviously. And yeah, so I'm enjoying this momentum. This is like amazing. Don't fear the momentum, you know, just run with it. It's a time to jump in the fire and not fear the burning flames. Instead of seeing it, just see it as a new opportunity, right? Like, or see like as, I mean, I've taught you. It's not that I'm teaching you anything, but in past videos we've done like rejection and feeling like being okay with being the villain of a story, and all of that gets you ready for this step. You know, gets you ready for, okay, yeah, you know, so what? You know, the snake got you ready, got you strong enough and got you grounded enough to get ready for this movement. So, are you ready? Check out your animal signs. And also, if you're new here, my name is Sabrina, by the way, and I do tarot readings. You can book sessions with me, and you also can just watch my videos, encourage me, like, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. And that's it. I also have Zodiac notebooks on Amazon that are fun and snarky like me. So I love you, and I'll see you in your animals. Bye. If you're a goat or a sheep in the year of the fire horse, welcome. Creativity is calling your name. Stop waiting for divine timing. Choose, then move, or else you're going to struggle with the pressure of the fire horse. You know what to do. Hello, my beautiful warriors of love. My name is Sabrina, and welcome to the goat or sheep. I'm saying sheep because I know in Korean astrology it's sheep, goat, so it's the same idea. In the Chinese it's goat. So let's look at the overall energy here. What I'm seeing with the goat is that you're hyper creative. I was shocked a little bit when I was doing the research. I was like, okay, I didn't associate goat with being hyper creative, but beautiful. But there's a lot of indecisiveness that you deal with on a daily. You have a harder time making decisions when it comes to the important areas of your life, which you have no problems creating like when you're in creation mode. But when it comes to love or finances, career, there's a blockage for you, which makes sense for a lot of us humans. You're creative, you're emotional, you're deep feelers. You need beauty for meaning. It's so interesting that I'm gonna, as I'm reading this and I'm seeing this in front of me, I asked for I looked for information on the Western Zodiac Association, which zodiac sign relates to this, and they said Cancer and Pisces. But when I talk about it, it feels like Taurus, because it feels like the Empress energy, right? She's all about beauty, and she's all about creativity, and she's all about that kind of energy. So I would add a little Taurus here as well. But I get why Pisces, because Pisces is like very, artistic and creative, and Cancer is emotionally intuitive. I get that. But Taurus has the rest of it, I feel. Anyways, so you can take it as you like, and this is just me, Fire Horse is going to be an interesting year for you goats, because of your wild card being indecision. A Fire Horse is decisive, right? It's not even that they're making decisions, Fire Horses, they're just impulsive, so they're just moving, right? Whereas the goats will like to ponder over which is the best choice to make, which is the best life path to take. You're going to take a time. And if you picture a goat, he's just like diddle daddling in the fields, and eating the wild flowers and doing his own thing, kind of thing, right? And the Fire Horse, just imagine the fire is like passing him, like firely passing him in the fields, and he's like, yo, what is that about, right? I mean, the goat can kick you really hard, but I don't know if he can overpower a horse. But anyway, it's a beautiful energy. So I wanted to show you the overall energy that I got. I got the Magician, which is kind of that. To me, it's more, it is creative, but it's more manifestational energy. It's obviously he utilizes the four modalities of the tarot, right? The wands, the swords, the cups, and the pentacles, and to his benefit kind of energy. So if that's showing up for you, then it's like, instead of putting so much pressure on yourself, because it's not, I don't even think it's you putting the pressure on yourself. I really believe that this year the horse will be putting the pressure on you. Energetically, you'll be feeling this need to make some clear-cut decisions. Where the Magician, it comes in, and it's kind of interesting because he is pretty decisive. The Magician is Gemini. They're thinkers. They, yes, he manipulates with the energies, the coins, the wands, whatever, and he makes use of them for his gains. That's what the Magician does. And what's wrong with that, right? So, but maybe we can step it up this year. Like, I don't know who's watching me, and if there's a goat out here that's watching me that is super hyper creative, like in a sense, maybe you're a knitter, or maybe you are an artist, like a painter, maybe you do collage like I do. Maybe you are, a musician, a drama major. There's so many. There could be so much creative in so many things, right? You make crossword puzzles. People they only associate with paint and art, but there's so much, right? So the Magician is asking you, and the Fire Horse is asking you, can you step it up a little bit? Like, make it more than just a hobby. That's what he would do, right? The Magician. So the Fire Horse is like, maybe do something else with it, and you don't have to, right? This is just because I'm seeing the Magician. Like, the Magician is that kind of energy of manifesting abundance and manifesting joy kind of thing from your hands, from your from all the skills that you have, the talents that you have right in front of you. Utilize it, and it doesn't have to be like something you have to make money with, but maybe utilize it to do something to help people. Like that's the kind of energy I'm getting here for you guys. And the fire horse is going to be lighting that fire, under you. It's this creative ignition that's happening right here. It's almost like, or maybe some of you goats have full-on creativity, but have not even attempted to pick up a brush or a pen or anything, because you live in this I'm not sure, I don't think so, I don't feel good about myself kind of energy. And the magician says, just pick up the freaking tool. Just pick up the modality, pick up whatever. If it crosses your mind, there's somewhere in your, like, if you keep on seeing like art, and there's a reason why, right? Everyone is like, yeah, it's just showing us because they want us to buy the art. No. If anything I've learned about AI and social media is that they're listening to you, right? They're listening to you. So it's somewhere in your mind. That's why I keep seeing that all the time. Scrapbooking, collaging, all kinds. Cooking, whatever. If it keeps showing up, then that means there's some part of you that's dormant inside that needs to wake up and express itself. And this goes beyond this very linear world, because if it keeps showing up, there's something, creativity is, awakens, energy. It allows you to express yourself in ways that maybe you're unable to, and that's stuck energy, right? So creativity can release that stuck energy. Like, let's do that. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting here for you guys. Because a lot of it is artistic growth. Like, that's what I keep seeing that all over the notes here. So, cool. It's like utilizing your tools, or remembering your skills that you have, but you keep forgetting. That's what it is. Okay, so in love, my beautifuls, we have our vampire. We have love, and we're going to keep you here like this. Okay. Emotional depth increases, of course. Okay, so if you're in a partnership, you're going to feel emotionally overwhelmed. I mean, that makes a little sense, okay, with the fire horse showing up here. This year asks, are you giving too much? Interesting. Are you giving too much into your relationships, which are, I don't want to only stick to romantic relationships. I want to stick to also friendships and families and all of that. There is this, I feel like, so many interesting signs, animals signs that have a hard time expressing themselves, and you're one of them. Even you can express yourself creatively, but obviously if the indecision is here, it means that your words are harder to come by, right? So you're having a harder time expressing yourself within your relationship, and that could become a problem, because if you can't speak your needs, then you burn out quietly. You burn out quickly and quietly. So pay attention to that. In the fire horse here, they're going to be, it's almost like pushing you to speak up and declare what it is that you want. No more holding, like, I think what I'm hearing here is that goat is like, expresses themselves in the creative sense. Like, they express themselves through material and tools and artistry. But then when it comes to words, it's like less fluent in it, which is fine, right? But the fire horse is like, yo, no. Right? It's not fine. We are like pushing you to, yeah, express yourself. Is what I'm understanding, right? And also like getting, if you express yourself to your partner, you can get, and if you can find like, if they can be reassuring with you and if they can be compassionate with you, all the better, right? That could help you speak up a little bit more. If you're single, romantic opportunities increase. But indecision can make you miss them. I love that. It's so true. Oh my God, it's so true. So you have like more potential with the fire horse to be attracting new partners. But if you're constantly like, well, I'm not sure, he's not tall enough, he's not short enough, she's not this enough, this, like blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not sure if I feel good enough to be in this relationship. I don't know if he loves me. I don't know if she, like, that's you. Always trying to weigh out something. Trying to figure it out. Always in your head. This is interesting. Like Cancer, Pisces, that's why I keep bringing that up. I don't know. It's like, now it's sounding more like a Libra. You're all encompassing. Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, all of them. I don't even think, I would omit the Cancer part of this. If anything, you're Pisces, Taurus, and Libra. But anyways. The lesson is to choose someone who feels steady, not exciting. That's a little bit challenging, right? Because excitement is always exciting at the very beginning. But it's true. I totally am with that. So whatever. I feel like if already you're an indecisive human being, whether it comes to love, whether it comes to career, whether it comes to anything in your life, it's always going to be a challenge for you because you're always like in the in-between. You're always trying to figure it out. But for the single people here, it feels like there's opportunities coming your way. You're a vampire or you're like geisha girl coming to you, right? So just go with the flow. Just like accept the love, accept the praise, accept the admiration. And instead of like, oh, well, the indecisive people are because they're always indecisive about themselves. They're always questioning themselves. They're always criticizing themselves. And that is spelled out to the person that's coming in. So, like, try to release that, because you have it. It is coming towards you. Let's see what the cards have to say to you. Love. 5 of Wands. They're like absolutely not giving you another card right now. Oh my God, it's so clear in my head. It's so crazy. 5 of Wands is what you got in love. So what do we have here? 5 of Wands is conflict. It's personal struggle. Right? It's like trying to get up to get the fire. Oh my God, I love it. It's unreachable, the fire, right? The fire horse keeps coming in and keeps saying, come on, just go with the flow. Enjoy life. Be wild. Say yes to the adventure. Say yes to the partner. Say yes. Do it. Say what you need. Tell your partner that this is what you want. Don't hide. Don't like, oh, no. I'm like, I don't want to, like, this is probably the biggest mistake all of us do, and we've all done this 1,000 times, is when you meet someone and then you try to appease to them. So you don't show them the real part of you because that's scary as F, right? Because that real part of you is stubborn or aggressive or whatever. So you show this other part of you, you're sensitive maybe, you're always crying. You show a part of you that's strong. You show a part of you that's soft when you're too, like show the real you. This is like, and that's the fire horse coming and saying, just be you. And you'll know like in 5 seconds if this is right or not. Even though he's freaking gorgeous or she's beautiful as hell. Who cares? Next. So this is interesting. I kind of like the 5 of Wands because that's the indecision here showing up. That you're always like, on the seesaw all the time with your life. You know, I don't feel beautiful enough. I don't feel like I need to exercise more if I want to go on a relationship. I need, you know, all this blah, blah, blah that we do. And this is showing up right here with the Five of Wands. Even if you're partnered. Like you're in this relationship and you're like, oh, I know I can't tell him this or I can't tell her this because I know she's going to blow her mind, whatever. And you're like, okay. So, I mean, again, they are adults, right? So they need to, you need to both together work things out. It's not for the go to take everything on. And the fire horse is all about that. Not taking everything on. It's like, yo, I'm ready for change. I'm ready for movement. And maybe the goats are very happy in the fields, chewing off their wild flowers at this moment in time. But 2026 is not about you hiding in that field anymore. That's the thing. That's what's showing up with the Five of Wands. There will be conflict that will occur because the goat or the sheep has decided to wake up from his slumber and said, you know what? This is not working for me. Like, let's just look at the sheep in this like world, the matrix, who follows the herd. But now the sheep is like, no, I don't know. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done. Over and out. This is what I want. Excuse me? Yeah, I'm sorry it took me 5 years or 10 years to tell you, but this is what I really look forward in my friendship or my partnership or whatever. And hence this will begin, right? And that's okay. Because if not now, then when, right? We have to like, you gotta be true to yourself now, right now, in 2026, as we move forward in this evolution. You can't be playing the linear game anymore. It doesn't work. It's not gonna work anymore. Right? Becoming more decisive and more clear with yourself is helping the energetics of the world as well, but it's also helping yourself. Right? It's helping you clear. You know what people don't realize is like clarity. They always think, oh, clear of mind. You're not foggy anymore. But clarity means unstucking your energies, right? Energy. I always point to energy here, but energy is everywhere, right? Energy is all around us. We have like a Merkaba, like a 8 foot around us aura. So like everything is energy. So to me, I'm feeling that, you're gonna have to confront yourself a lot this in love and relationships in this 2026. You know, why is it that you're you're single? Is it your choice and you're enjoying it? Kudos to you. Is it because, or are you single and moping around? Like, but why? What is it that is blocking you? What I'm understanding is that some of you are not feeling so confident with speaking up in relationships. So now is the time. And it's not even now is the time. It's not like you have to do anything. I think you're going to be pushed to do it by our beautiful fire horse. He's gonna be like, yo, let's go. I like this. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk to you about is career and finances and school, for those of you who are still in school, or some of you who went back to school as adults. Here we are. Finances. Ooh, there's a hole here. It's fine, we'll just put it in the hole. So obviously, if creativity is calling you, creative projects are calling you. They are like on the up and up here. What is this? This is this. So career, yes. Okay. Your ideas want to be seen. Again, it's everything I said in the beginning. It's here. So like your creativity is calling your name in the sense that whatever you are doing artistically is being asked to be launched. And your mind works as like, I can't launch it now because I don't have enough money, or I don't know the structure. I have to create a business plan. I have to, and so it's like, just launch it imperfectly. Just jump. Just do it. Be the magician. That's what's coming up here for you when it comes to your career, things. So within your career, is there part of you, some of you, that don't speak up when you want to, because you want to implement a new structure, or a new something, a new way of working within your job, and you just hold back because you will be shut down? But speaking it, even if you get shut down, who cares? You spoke it. Because to me, I always say this: I've been a boss more than I have ever been an employee in my life. But when my employees would come up to me and say, you know, da 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 da, as a Taurus and as like a rooster, I would be like right away. But I would listen to it. I would hear it. Right? And then I would come back to them and say, yeah, yes, freaking good idea. Let's do this, right? But sometimes it depends on the character of the human. So they could shut you down, but then after, it's like, just say. I almost feel like you're hiding, you're holding yourself back, and you're waiting for some divine timing, or you're waiting for perfect timing to show up. But the time is now, and that's what the fire horse is saying. The time is now. You know, like, speak up in your groups, speak up in your, you know, if you're working on your own, then launch it. Just do it. Do it. Oh, invest in tools, not distractions. I love that. Yeah, so some of you might be like spending money on frivolous things in your life. Why don't you spend money on your hobby? You know, spend money on yourself instead of buying like the extras that is not necessary. So there's a lot of that showing up here, you know, or I'm feeling, wow, what is this? Why am I here? Didn't we already do like the 5 wands is love? Okay, I got it. It's like, okay. You're gonna make me use this card now, eh? Fuck. Okay. 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords showing up for your career and your school and your hobbies. 7 of Swords. Everyone, we see this. It's a ostrich running away from 5 swords that are pointed at him. And he's holding on 2 because he stole those 2 swords. He stole the cage of these birds as well. So just to say, thief, dishonesty, lies, cheating. 7 of Swords is the ugliest card in the deck, next to the Devil, right? But again, 7 of Swords, Aquarius energy. Ugly to me feels uncomfortable, and I'm loving it, right? Because we need to get uncomfortable. So some of you are in, when I see the 7 of Swords, some of you are in jobs, are studying, or you're doing something in your life that is boring as hell, right? Or just not in your field. You're doing it because you need a paycheck, you have to pay your rent, you're doing it because, you know, just to say to people that I'm a lawyer, or just to say to people I'm this, I'm that, a status, just to tell people that I have this job. But your hobby is probably the one that needs to make the money, will make the money for you. You know, this is what I'm getting here. Some of you are like, I don't even have a freaking hobby, Sabrina. So, okay, fine. But what I'm here with the 7 of Swords telling me that you're not really doing what you're not fulfilling your purpose on this earth. I feel like you're just in a loop here. You're just like following a pattern of how everyone else, you know, like, I don't know, like, if we don't change, then how does the world change, right? If we continuously follow the same pattern and the same loops, we continue loop, we always do the same thing, every lifetime. It's like, I don't understand how he's going to change. So the fire horse is me telling you, like make these changes, or else you're going to be like, you're stealing your time, you're stealing your energy. You know, people will be stealing your energy from you. You know, I feel like there's this that's coming up here. There could be, this is about finances. It could also be that someone is stealing from you, like money. So be aware of that. You know, someone might be draining. Like you might have an investor or whatever, but he's not really doing anything for your money. Forget about the banks because they're not doing anything for you. You know, like, I don't know, credit card companies, someone who's like, they're making you pay interest for like no like, you know, there's this is showing up here. It feels uncomfortable. Maybe they're cutting off money from you. You know, monies from you in your weekly salaries, your monthly salaries. Pay attention to that. I don't know, like maybe they're increasing your tuition for no reason. Like, fight for it, you know, like speak up about this. But the Seven of Swords is a wake-up call. It's like, okay, goat, sheep, what the F are you doing? You have so many tools in front of you. You're not utilizing them. You know, you're being productive in a linear world that requires you to do. But this is not what we want from you. And the fire's like, yeah, hello, wakey. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. So I'm seeing big changes here for you in your career, your school, your hobbies, your creativity. It's like I really feel like the Seven of Swords is again, Aquarius is a rebel, right? Aquarius is like the like, let's step out of the box. We can't work like this anymore. Energy. And again, it's like, you know, I almost like the Seven of Swords showing up because it's going to steal your energy. It's going to steal your time. It's going to steal anything when it feels like it, right? So the whole thing I was telling you about, launch before having a plan, that's what this is. Like, just go, just do it. Like, quit the job, move, like change a job. Like, don't sit in something that is keeping you down. Your goat needs to be outside. It needs to be exploring, right? It needs to be out eating different kinds of flowers and shit. Yeah. The goat also gets super angry and starts to kick other people and himself too, and not very happy, right? So we don't want that. We want to be like in a peaceful, in a freedom-based mode. So I kind of love the Seven of Swords showing up here because it's the kick in the ass that you need goat, to really explore that creativity of yours, explore where you're at in your job, like if it's bringing you down, or in your studies, or if there's something that is calling your name and you're allowing it to drain your energy. Mental, like this is mental energy. This is the worst, right? It's like you're seeing black. Okay, wow, these are deep. I didn't expect to go so deep with you, but here we are. And I'm still getting with the monies to don't be spending frivolously. Beware. So that's what's coming on strong. As far as your health goes, emotional stress shows physically. You move your body gently. Yeah. Create regularly. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, man. No, I never get a card. So, I mean, if you're always in a pattern or a loop, your nervous system is in a whack. It is quiet, right? Your nervous system is not quiet. It's stressed. If you think about it, because your nervous system knows what should be happening and is continuously seeing this. So you're always constantly going against it. Like, you see, like you probably have problems breathing, or you deal with a lot of migraine, or you're constantly, you have insomnia, you know, because you're always thinking, but you're never speaking it. So this is like, take care of yourself. And since you're a goat, I would be doing a lot of wildflower herbal teas. like satisfy the goat in you, right? Or, I mean, I don't know, you want to drink the goat's milk, go for it. I mean, it's probably better than cow milk. But there's that. I feel like fatigue is a big one. showing up. Because fatigue comes when you are in overthinking mode a lot of the time. Just take care of yourself and drink those herbal remedies. Okay, so now, what are we doing? We're putting back the goat, and I'm going to talk to you about the elements. If you are, there's 5 elements in the Chinese zodiac. So if you are a fire goat, expect emotional intensity in this year of the fire horse, obviously, right? The fire is going to, especially emotional intensity, but I feel like everything that you have held inside, the fire horse is going to just help ignite it. And it might not be pretty for a lot of people to receive from the fire goat. But again, this is your life, and you are needing to clear the energy field. And this is something that is like a little bit off of the goat thing, but this is something that I have been talking about with certain people in my life, and you don't realize it, but you clearing the energy is clearing the energy field of the world. People think, oh, I'm just clearing my energy. It's my. It's not your energy. It's the world energy. It's like plant life. It's everything. Everything in the world you're clearing because you're the mirror. So I feel like that's showing up for you guys as fire goats. So enjoy that. As an earth goat, practical creativity is showing up. So what does that mean? To me, it means what does practical mean? It means that you whatever you do creatively is for a purpose. So are you going to make money from it? That's the practicality of it. The practicality is that you're going to make money from it, and that's going to help you pay your rent, and that's going to help you eat food. And then the practical creativity of it is that you are creating to help people to raise funds for something, because there's a purpose to your creativity. It's not just you sitting at home and doing things for your enjoyment, because I do that too. I do things for enjoyment. I don't always do it for money. Actually, most of my creativity is not done for money, right? But everyone's like, why don't you make money? Why don't you sell on Etsy? Why don't you sell? I was like, it makes sense, but for you, it's making sense to me right now, only because Fire Horse is here. In 2027 is the year of the goat. That's your year. So, it kind of makes sense, because the Fire Horse is going to get you up there, and the goat is going to make you enjoy the rewards. So think about that. The metal goat is control issue surface. Wow. Okay. Well, the metal always makes me feel like sword energy. Of course, control issues will show up 100,000% if you're always holding yourself back, and if you're always, especially if you're an indecisive animal, you will feel attacked by the fire horse, right? So you'll want to control everything around you. So just be aware of that. But be aware of it because the fire horse is not trying to be controlling. It's not trying to change your whole life, but it's just trying to bring you up into the spotlight kind of thing, like he is. The water goat is deep emotional processing. Of course, we would expect that because you're water, you're emotional. I mean, having the fire horse come in and clear so much from you, any creative work that we do is emotional. It's more than mental, right? It's mentally we are drawing, but how we draw or how we write or how we knit or how we build is, if I'm in a sad mood, it's going to come out different. If I'm in a bad mood, it's going to come out different, right? Yes. So, beware of processing. And then wood goat is the creative goat, is expansion year. So yeah, no kidding. you're going to take your creativity to the next level. So enjoy the ride, wood goats. Right, I love it. Okay, so again, where you're rising this year is artistic expansion. So, I mean, again, this is like, it's a very general reading, but if it's here, it has to mean something, right? It has to mean that the fire horse wants you to get your works out there for a reason, right? We all chose these. We all chose to be a Taurus. We all chose to be a goat in this lifetime for a reason. So have fun with it. And your only downfall and your only sabotage moments are your procrastination and indecision, which is going to get triggered by the fire horse because he has no patience for those two. Right? So your power move is to choose a lane, choose a direction, and commit to that and move in that. One at a time. I said it's the same thing. The horse has the kind of same idea. It's like choose your lane and go with it. Don't look at all the thousands of lanes. One lane at a time. Like that's how we move through this. It's really interesting. Okay. Your lesson is indecision is the only thing slowing you down. This year isn't asking for perfection. It's asking for movement. Okay. Choose even if it's messy. Yes, I love messy. I think the messier it is, I'm going to do one final reading for you. They've been accurate so far, so it's amazing. The messier, the better. The more chaotic, the more, the more blockages, the more conflict you come across. It feels like shit, but it really clears really much quicker. The shaman. I kind of like the shaman. Why? Because it looks like the freaking magician. The shaman uses its tools. It uses nature, right? It uses the elements to produce results. The same way that the magician does the same thing. So it's asking you to be like creative about this. Like this is it. This is what this is, man. Go into your magic. Both of them are magical. Both of them are asking you. You have creative powers. You have this ability to transform the elements of earth, the elements of all of it. Physical, spiritual, mental, all of it. Like, utilize what you have. You don't have to go out and spend thousands of dollars. Like I'm telling you, any art is doable. And if it's calling you, do it. Don't get your mind involved. Don't get that sword involved, right? Because it's gonna the shamans don't involve the mind too much in their work. And this is really tapping into your intuitiveness, your intuition, intuition. And the magician the same. It's not even about intuition for him. It's really just utilizing what he has in front of him to make something of it, to make it turn into gold, into diamonds, into whatever, right? The magician turns into a dove and peace. And the shaman is the same idea. It's like you have it all in front of you. What are you doing, goat? The fire horse is here to I like that there's a snake here. Rebirth, reinvention. The fire horse, the diamond is here as well. The skulls, death. It's time for you to reinvent yourself. I kind of think that that's what's showing up here more than anything. It's not even it's just moving into that new version of yourself, a little bit like the snake. Snake had the same kind of idea. It's okay, leave it, stop seesawing every decision, stop I'm not sure. Just run. Actually be the fire horse this year, goat. hello, would you like, I have an open position here. Yes. Do like a fire horse. The fire horse doesn't go, okay, but if I take it, it doesn't have enough money. And then the other one, it's like, but the benefits are better. The fire horse song, this doesn't, it's just like, yes. Oh, no. Okay. Like literally, the fire horse equals intuition, is trusting his gut. Which is here we're seeing that the goat is not trusting the gut. The goat is like working with the mind a lot here. And it's like flip-flopping. Because not sure, because if there's fear involved or whatever there is. But just do it. Do it. Do it. Na 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 na. Let's do this, people. Do whatever you want to do. I'm going to sing to you, which is the worst thing ever. So this is your 2026, my beautiful goats. I hope that you got some motivation out of this. And yeah, like choose your, no, not, go with your, try to listen to your gut. Like try to listen to your intuition a little bit more. And also, if you are artistic in any sort of way, this year feels like the year that you will benefit from that. You will be rewarded for that in some way, recognized for it. So, run with it. Run. I know you don't like running, goats, but run with the horse. Go on a saddle and let him run for you. All right, this is where I leave you. I love you, and I hope that you got something from this. Again, check out the other animals, and also book a private session with me. I can help you through this, goats, or I can help you through anything. So I'm a pretty good listener. So I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.